Day, welcome to my channel. Kindly subscribe to my channel and turn on the bell icon. The following myth provides additional detail on the orisha Shango prior to his deification. Formerly Shango was a man like other men and his wife's name was Oiya, and Shango was said to be the best doctor living at that time. Now a time came when Shango left the world, but before he left it he made a medicine and sprinkled it over the face of the world and pronounced a curse. And where the medicine fell there grew a herb called yonri, and the curse so lay that any who ate of yonri, the medicines that he made should fail of the power and neither work nor cure, and this because Shango had sown yonri. Then he threw a chain up to heaven and climbed by it to the sky. When Shango had gone, one of the elders took an oath that he would not eat this yonri leaf, and one day he went to the farm and took the roots of the yonrifirst, and then a yam, begbi, and said that he would make a medicine of these two and burn them both together. While the two roots burned, Shango saw and came down from the sky, and took the medicine from the fire and threw it away. When he had gone, the even again went into the farm to get more roots, and again he burnt them to prepare the medicine. And Shango came down a second time and said, I told you before, do not burn these roots together, and for the second time he threw the roots away. But the man would not be advised, and for the third time he burnt the roots together, and again Shango saw. But he said, I will not go down for a third time, I will put an end to the man's life. Then, taking a certain medicine, he dropped it on the man's head, and the man died. Then when the people got to the place they found it very, very hot, and when they dug in the place they found a small round stone. Then from that day to this they worshipped the Thunderbolt, and the name of the place was Ile. The Yoruba people are associated primarily with the West African nation of Nigeria. Yoruba culture is a presence in neighboring Benin, Togo, and Ghana, as well in the Americas. Historically, the Yoruba were primarily farmers. City-states emerged in the early centuries of the current epoch, and, for example, by 900 CE. The city-state of Ile Ife had established political and cultural influence throughout the region. The Yoruba continue to be recognized for sophisticated aesthetic and theological systems. The following myth focuses on Shango, a king of Oyo who became the orisha, a major manifestation of the divine essence in Yoruba theology, who is represented in the natural force of lightning, among other symbols and forces associated with him. Shango's wife, Oiya, is the orisha associated with powerful winds, whirlwinds and tornadoes. Formerly Shango was a king of Oyo, and had two servants famous for their wickedness, the one called Timini, the other Bonka, and these two servants troubled Shango. Then Shango thought, what shall I do to get rid of them? And he said, the next time there is war one will send them and have them killed. After a time he sent Timini to a certain place, and then he sent Bonka, telling him to go and fight with Timini in the place where he put him. When Bonka came to Timini they fought, and Bonka conquered Timini and brought him as a prisoner back to Oyo. When Bonka got back to Oyo, he led Timini before Shango the king, saying, I have conquered your enemy, here he is. Shango replied, I have no time now, come tomorrow, and when they came again Shango said, I do not believe you fought. Then was Bonka so annoyed at Shango's words that he drew his sword and killed Timini and cut off his head. Then went Bonka to the king and said, I am of opinion you sought my death, otherwise you would not have sent me to fight Timini in that place, and when I brought him home say, I am not satisfied, you must fight again. If I had not been very strong Timini might have killed me, and therefore I will make war with you yourself. Moreover, continued he, what have you to distinguish you? Once fire came from your mouth, that is all, and I will prove I am stronger than you. I should like you to collect together all the people of Oyo, tell them to get firewood, and to pour palm oil upon it. Then the next day Shango assembled the people and ordered the wood. And Bonka said to Shango, before you set the wood on fire, pack it upon me, I lying on the ground. When all the people were assembled Bonka lay down, and they put wood upon him and poured oil upon it, and set fire to it, and all the wood burnt to ashes. And Shango said, this man is dead in spite of his boasting. I am glad. Whilst they talked Bonka suddenly came out of the ashes, and at once went up to Shango saying, what more have you to boast of? You see the fire from your mouth is not as big as the fire you put upon me, yet I am not dead. I will give you 4 days in which to leave this country. But when the 4th day came, Shango said he would not go, and then the elders had a meeting, and concluded that Shango should go, and, moreover, that they would go with him, for, if not, said they, this man will destroy us all in this country of Oyo. Then Shango agreed and made preparations to go on the day indicated, and all the people said, we will go with you. Now Shango had an intimate friend called Mogba, and he also promised he would leave Oyo with Shango. But Mogba did not appear, so Shango went, taking as much of his baggage as he could and his wife Oiya. As they journeyed, Oiya said, "Why do I come with you? I shall change my mind, you go to your country and I will go to mine." And Oiya left him and went to Ira, leaving Shango alone. And Shango, seeing his friend did not come, and that his wife had left him, said, "Where am I to go who once was king of Oyo? I am now alone, this degradation is more than I can bear, I will die," and he took a rope and hanged himself. Now when some of the people were coming from the farms to Oyo, they saw a man hanging by the side of the path, and approaching, found it was Shango, the king. Then as they went towards Oyo they spread the news, "The king has hanged himself." When they came to Oyo this became the talk of the day, and was heard by Mogba. Then they held a meeting and said, "It is degrading to us that this constant talk should go on that the king Shango has hanged himself. Something must be done so that the people will not repeat this." And they made a medicine, so that whosoever said, "The king has hanged himself," his house should be set on fire. But the elders who convened the meeting did not tell of this medicine to the inhabitants of Oyo. Shortly the fires became too numerous and the people inquired from the idols, of whom Mogba was the chief priest, and Mogba said, "It is on account of your sin, as long as you continue to say, 'Shango the king has hanged himself,' your houses will burn, but if when people come to you, you say, 'It is a lie, the king has not hanged himself,' this burning will cease." And they did so, and the burning ceased, as Mogba said. Then all the people held a meeting and agreed to call the spot where Shango hanged himself. And to this day if a man's house catches fire, the people know that he has offended Shango. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, share and subscribe. Don't forget to turn on the bell icon to be notified whenever I drop a new video. Till next time, bye.